Hello, Reckoning7 and welcome back to Grand Tactician The Civil War as we continue with our Confederate campaign. And the first thing I want to do as we delve into this one is to spend my time looking at finances. So thus far, this is something which we have been auto-managing. And what does auto-managing mean? Well, essentially it sets the sliders for your funding. I'm assuming these are slidable, and more importantly for your subsidies. Well, actually, let's just test that thing I've just said. Yeah, that is slidable. Good. I wish it was typable because I think I'm off slightly. Anyway, okay, so this is not a graph we've looked at quite a lot. What's going on? Well, on the base of it, it's obviously a list of your revenues and expenses to give you a general view of how your country is performing. And obviously, we are currently spending more than we're making because we're funding a war, darn it. As you can see, big expense in the army, 160 million, and also a chunky expense in the navy, about 50 million. Quite a lot of money in supply depots as well, which was we shouldn't be building them too willy-nilly. Now, more importantly, are these subsidies, and this is kind of ties together some of the work we've been doing in policies and then onto projects. So for each of these, you can decide how much you want to subsidize it, and it's kind of got various settings. And it's limited by essentially what kind of policies you've done. So you can see we've done the first two, I believe, layers of King Cotton, where we've only done the first one layer of industrialization. So if we go back and look at our financing, you can see we can subsidize agriculture a lot more than we can subsidize industry. Now, we haven't been, and that's because this is the way that the AOI has been auto-managing it. But from a bit of kind of research I was doing, it seems to be the general consensus, and with a sound logic behind it, is to max out your subsidies. And the reason for that, so we were sitting, somewhere down here. So our country deficit, if you will, is 189 million, 190, nice easy number. Now, if we max out economy, agriculture, and industry, military's already max, and heck, even diplomacy, why not? And that's not changed. And we'll leave politics where we are. Let's run that for just to the end of the day, so we can get some refreshed numbers. We're also having a good time down in this fort. We'll look at that as well when we're finished faffing around with finances. Okay, new dawn, new day. Let's go into, where was I? Finances. Okay, so we're now into 229 million. So it has gone up. That's an extra 30 million deficit we're running. But, I mean, realistically, what was that? So we've increased our debt by 15%, maybe a little bit more. Yet we have drastically increased the number of the relative percentage of subsidies. You know, the agriculture one's gone from a couple of million to 25 million, so we're now funding this a lot quicker. And well, why would you want to do that? Well, subsidies are what allow you to pay for projects. These things. So as you can see, counter-propaganda costs 2.5 million to do. British artillery costs 7.5 million to do. And so we were very slowly filling these up because we were only on about 2 million a year. We're now on like 25 million a year for agriculture, so we're going to be able to do a lot more of these. And these policies, or projects I should say, generally will do things which will improve your economic situation. Not all of them. Some of them will do like diplomacy stuff. But look, for this one, for example, even if you just focus on agriculture, because why not? Oddly enough, cotton is king is just relations, so maybe less important. But look, we can do farm mechanization, so we're going to get more farm output, and some more volunteers, which is good. But increased food production, which is going to be increased exports and sales and all that kind of stuff. Same with plantation, increased cotton, increased money in the subs in the economy, and more productive agriculture as well. Again, a better running economy. And you can do the same for your industry, for your economy. There's plenty of these which are going to rapidly improve the economic situation. So while you're spending money, if it's things you're going to want to do anyway, better to spend it now and then reap the rewards. Similar but different story with the likes of the military, where obviously these don't generate money, but what they do is these are quite powerful and they unlock things, and generally the earlier you unlock them, the better it's going to be. So I think, and it's again pretty sound logic, max out your investment, which to be fair the AI was doing anyway, get the ones you want, and then if you're not interested in anything that's left, just turn it off. which again seems pretty sensible. So we're going to run that, and hopefully we'll get a few more projects to do, and we'll see where we go. One other thing which in reading some economy stuff which I wasn't aware of, but I like and makes sense, even if it's going to hurt me slightly, is for these foreign imports, obviously we were aware they were more expensive as a rifle, but what I didn't know is there's a general wear and tear of your units of equipped weaponry, which I don't think eats away at your stock from what I understand. So if I go to my military and my weapons, so these 636 Lorenz rifles, so I don't think they're ever going to attrit away beyond losses in combat. Although I could be wrong on this, but I think that's I just changed into a financial cost. You've got to pay an upkeep in money, and it's relative to the cost of each individual weapon. So not only are these more expensive to get, more expensive to maintain, which makes sense. So you don't want to go too heavy on them. Not that we were planning to, but it's another little interesting tidbit. I would like to better understand whether it uses actual weapons or just cash, which you then have to pay for weapons. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the general gist of it. So we're going to run at that. I mean, our economy's not great. It's triple menace. I'd like to improve it, which we can do with some of the policies, but not just yet. But yeah, so let's take this all. We'll play around with that, and I think that's everything bar. I think buildings we've left on auto managed, and not federal buildings. Yes, company applications are on. Although, to be honest, the again, general sense, there's no point in building any of these things currently because they take so long to pay back. The war is generally done. Likewise with railroads, but I also like railroads, so I'm going to build them. But there we go. So we'll see how that finances go. In terms of, I'm just unpause while we're talking. In terms of the strategic situation, we are. So I also inadvertently moved McClellan forward, or not inadvertently, but erringly, I think is a good way of putting it. So we'll pull him back to Staunton for him to build up his forces. We do have this force in the outskirts of Nashville. Logic would probably be just pull the Army of Tennessee back immediately. Don't worry about building the fort and the supply depot. But I kind of want them to be there, so I'm going to go ahead and finish those off. Although I don't think I genuinely need the supply depot because we're in range of a port in a city and because we control the riverways here. So I will look at that. What's this? Oh, officer has been rehabilitated, so he no longer has a negative malice, or a malice. Alright, let's go quick check our fort, where things are going swimmingly for the Florida State Militia. They are well on their way to victory. Balance firmly in their favour. They have lost a few men. Ah, look at them. Worn them down through this situation. Men have to decide what I'm going to do with the Florida State Militia. There is one other fort, but it's a bit of a precarious situation. Although they only have about 6 months or so left on their terms. Okay, we've got an available project. Let's quick look at that. Okay, so we've plantation mechanization. So yeah, we absolutely want to take this. Or cotton. Cotton makes money. Go for it. We spent about 1.5 million here, so I'll be interested to see how quickly these things start coming through. Because if we're doing 25 million a year, then these should be coming through a couple of million a month. Logically. So we should start to see a lot more of them. Okay. Jefferson Davis for 6 years. Congratulations. Okay, there is our fort done. Guarding Louisville. We'll build a supply depot, which... again, I think might be a waste of money. But anyway, we're going to do it. Weapons are delivered. 32 pieces of 12-pound Napoleons. I'll probably order them again, actually. 8%. Hey, look at these things coming in. Excellent. I'm going to save up because I want my cavalry reform, so that's the next one we're going to do. Which annoyingly means that exclamation is going to stay there and I'm going to have to come back and check. But c'est la vie. What did I want to do there? I wanted to put some people in my fort. No, I wanted to buy Napoleon 12-pounders and then we'll put some people in the fort. We have quite a lot. No, it's howitzers. I want to look at... why can I not see? Napoleons. Please just give me artillery. It's what, smooth bore? Ah, there you go, borders place was on. How many of these have I got? 12. Really? Okay, get me another 64. That doesn't feel like very many, does it? Well, do it anyway. The plan, I know these guys are in winter quarters, which you can tell by the little house now. But I'm going to get them to come down, take care of this federal infraction, and then we're going up and we're going to winter in Cincinnati is the general idea. And we'll probably build another fort, because that should not only guard the northern part of Kentucky, but it's also going to control this railroad as well. It's quite an important railroad junction. You can go a little bit around, so it certainly doesn't cut off the Federals by any stretch of imagination, but it does control then the two railroads into Kentucky itself. Alright, good man. Let's go. Oh, Nashville actually fell. That's incredibly unfortunate. Take the train, head down, off you go. You're mustering some strength. I'll probably might get him to go and retake some places if required. Might even just get you to head up to deal with whatever this is. Apparently it's essentially not a real force. Although you're still unready, so I will withdraw on that. Okay. Really, from Cincinnati, I mean, if you were being bold, you could do a drive to, I don't know, not even quite Detroit, but if you went up to, in fact, there, Fort Wayne. You held Cincinnati, held Dayton, held Fort Wayne, that would separate the east and west railroads. Which would certainly be something. Let's have another quick check on the fleets. Things I probably should be doing offline, but hey ho. 92%, right, getting there. Good. I'm paused. Okay. So we're on the defensive in Virginia. We're going to do a little bit of expansion down here, and reclaim Kentucky. It's annoying how much of this has apparently fallen blue. I feel it seems a bit silly, but there you go. We're going to retake the entire state. And huzzah! Fort Monroe has ended. Excellent. Glorious victory. That is fantastic. So, there we go. We now have a Florida State Militia. Complete the liberation of Fort Monroe. Question is now what to do with them. If I go and besiege Fort Washington here, I wonder if that'll pull in a whole bunch of other people. But it's not the end of the world. We can then reinforce and have a bit of a Barney. Not that that's necessarily what we're after. But aside from that, I don't think the Federals really have any other important forts. Other things, we could ship them far out to the east and send them off to do something else. And we could actually send them... I wonder if there's a connection. I think there might be. Could you leave these guys to clear out this little bit, and then we don't have to... Go river. In fact, if you're just doing river movement, then just go here. Take the river. Go. I wonder how you'll get... If you'll march or if you'll take the train. Not that you're on a train line. Okay, we'll send them west. They've done a good job. And we'll help clear up this little area. And we'll not worry about you having to wait on Zollicoffer. Good. New greenbacks flood the market. Inflation expected to soar. That's not great. We haven't lost any. Well, we've gone. No, we're still triple B. Okay, cool. 12,000 men. I think they're in a bad state. I think this is one we're just going to do off camera. I'll come back in at the culmination of this. Alright, and there we have the outcome. No real surprise there. They were, yeah, significantly outmatched. They lost 1,400 men. We did lose 600. Predominantly, it was kind of 2 of our divisions were the bulk of the fighting. But yeah, it was a good bit of experience for the guys. So, and more importantly, it'll be interesting to see where McClellan's forces end up. Okay, let's see where he's going to retreat. Oh, the Trent affair. Well, Britain's still not that interested. 20%. We've not been really pushing it particularly hard. See, apparently we are surrounded, but I guess once Nashville flips, all this is going to go red again. Interested to see how far they run though. We may just have to follow them up. Yeah. Alright, wait for it. Oh, Nashville has gone red. Well, in that case, let's just keep going. Give them no respite. Oh, yeah, they did take the train as well. Good to see. So they're going to get down to this place. Oh no, they're going further. Where's the nearest port? I don't know. Are you going to get railway all the way there? Have you updated your ability to move? No, you get off. You're going to walk over. And then presumably jump on the railway. Looks like McClellan is trying to hightail it out of there. Yeah, I'll give it a little bit of chase. Don't really want the Florida State Militia to run into too much trouble. Quick pause. My policy finished. I didn't give the next one. I think we'd print. Oh, it was the greenbacks. Oh, we've been this could been sitting here for a few days. What do we want to do? I do want to keep working on the economy side of things. I do feel that's a little bit weak. We could go down to government funding 2, so we could put more money into our economy subsidies, or we could go Impressment Act, which makes our supplies cheaper. It does hurt our support a little bit, but I think that's going to be worth the cash. And what policies have we got that we can pay for? Aha! Cavalry reform. I believe that's what we wanted, yes. So we can get 2,500 size cavalry units, which we will begin during our winter break, but not quite just yet. The well-travelled Florida State Militia at this stage. I mean, they're right there. Come on. Where'd they go? McClellan's withdrawing. Harney's withdrawing. Okay, so they've both just pulled out. I'm going to guess... Oh, they're over there. So... I mean, my Army of Tennessee's kind of what? There's 25,000 Federals over here now. Although not yet, they're trying to bulk up the Department of the West after this threat. Which is kind of what the Army of West Tennessee was supposed to support. But what we could do is combine the Army of West Tennessee with the Florida State Militia, end up with a force of something like 20-odd thousand and go and march on St. Louis. Meanwhile, we'll take our actual Army of Tennessee and we'll move him back to his original objective of seizing Cincinnati and Covington and getting the rest of Kentucky to go red. And I think that's what we'll do. So let's have you march up to Cincinnati. Oh, there's a nice big supply depot over there. Although, is that a supply depot? Oh, and manufactories. We shall go and take that. Florida State Militia, I just would like you to... We could go take Evansville, actually. Now, at some point, I know they have large armies around here that are going to come a-knocking. And this, Evans all not we're going to hold, but we're just going to do this until Zolokoffer is fully mobilized. You can come back up to Nashville. How are you being blockaded? By what on earth is potentially blockading you? Nonsense, there are no fleets nearby. Let's have a quick, I want to check how the men are doing. We're doing okay for men fielded. Just gotta keep an eye on that, make sure the Union aren't suddenly embiggening their forces. And we'll keep the kind of manoeuvre warfare on the go. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is I'll put a bit of cutting here so I can advance time a little bit. Try and get through these. Hello. Where are you? Are you going to go besiege my garrison, which I haven't actually bulked up yet? There's merely a handful of guns here. So you're not going to be here in time, but let's do it. And let's bring these guys in from Kentucky, since that's where we are. I would like a artillery battalion. Seems sensible, and 6-pounders is probably okay. Let's do two of those. And then a smaller infantry. Okay, just to give you a bit of support, and that works well. Not that you'll be here in time, and I'm interested to see where the Army of Kentucky is going to go. He's sitting in Vernon, okay. Union has passed the Confiscation Act, okay. Now, Florida State Militia has another perk to take. Might make them river movement speed and siege assault efficiency. Yeah, level up using river transports, which we have been trying to use for these guys. I think he keeps trying to go down the river and failing, potentially. Hold up. 15,000 men of Army Mississippi. So, Longstreet. You get an elite battle flag now. Nice! You can have this one. I will apologise in advance. I do not know the impact of all the flags. Yes, do come here, do take the train, do take the rail, the river. And change your orders to come relieve this siege. And we'll go from there. We are in December, this is not when we're supposed to be fighting. Oh, we can mechanize the plantation. Please do that. More cotton, and cotton is king. The Army of Kentucky continues the problems trying to reinforce, which should mean our Army of the Tennessee doesn't do anything. What? I'm literally here. Okay. Well, at least I have a job for you, I suppose. Where are you going? Are you retreating because you turned up like the day we surrendered? Okay. And now they got the reinforcements in. Well, that's frustrating. There's currently, they're trying to embiggen them, but there's currently 46,000 there. We've got 30,000 plus another 10 nearby. Who are going to come and take this fort for me. Meanwhile, we are going to engage in a large-scale attack upon you. Not quite the peaceful winter I was hoping. We've tidied up some of it, but certainly not all of it. You're off. I need you to get there first, which you should do if you take the train. Good. And we'll get our fort back. Kick these guys out of Kentucky. Ugh, why have they taken this road again? Alright. They're what now? Morale is insufficient to engage. What are you talking about, Longstreet? Panicked. Okay, we need to rescue. So I think something odd has happened when I think we've turned up as the fort has surrendered, which has caused us to immediately panic. I'm going to ask that you head over there. Just march. And try and resupply yourself on the river. Once Longstreet's recuperated, he can head north. Oh well, that's a bit frustrating. So we can head towards the close of the year. What other diplomatic ones are we looking for here? Yeah, potentially just trade. Is there anything else we would desperately need here? I mean, we could save up and get ourselves a proper naval vessel, which does sound fun. Oh, that would be the Warrior. Warrior Ironclad. That probably looks pretty expensive. 20 million. Yeah, let's maybe do some trade deals. We are a little bit blockaded, but we're going to look to alleviate that. We'll see how quick this recovers. I can't believe they've taken this. Very frustrating. Now, are you taking Evansville in the port? And if not, why not? Ah, because you weren't quite over the river. I wonder if this will prompt a response from these fine gentlemen. So you can bet 20% a week. Alright, we'll have to wait at least, I think, we're at least 50%, and then we'll go from there. Evansville's falls, I think at least they're going to become supplied again. But yeah, there's 30,000 men, that's ridiculous. Okay, pull out. Oh, we're going to have to liberate Kentucky again. I'm vexed. Are you going to get out in time? Confidence in pressing supplies and slaves. Alright, let's make our money a little bit cheaper. Money or supplies a little bit cheaper. Do we know which ones go to military 2 or more money via subsidies? Not maxing out my tariffs, that doesn't make sense. We could go down to war bonds. It's not a bad way of getting money, as it is some of this revenue stuff. No, I think we'll go industrialization 2 at this point, yeah. Try and industrialize the south a little bit more. Okay, we did get out. And actually, oh, how are we doing? 38%. This would be ideal time to strike when they are separated. We've got our 10,000 Lorenzes, nice. So if we get morale up to say 50%, I think we go and we liberate Louisville. And get our blasted fort back. Okay, we're at 44, this is nice, we'll get another day. That wasn't that impressive. Oh. Oh, assignable only, there we go. Nope, no, not interested in any of them. Okay, we're over 50%. There is a mere 20,000 Federals in front of us. Let us go and kick them out. And we can get our Florida State Militia, who are siege specialists. Let's move them up to our supply depot here. And then they can come and take that fort after the battle. I say excellent. I feel like we've gone kind of one step forward, two steps back here. I had hoped to have cemented Cincinnati and Louisville, but I got caught slightly with the old pants down, and they took that fort before reinforced it. They have recruited another 50,000 men. I fear we will need to match them. It probably means taking each of these corps up to either taking those to up to 20,000 or taking you up to about 30,000. So if I make you 30,000 and I make this force 30,000, that would be probably another 30 we would add to our numbers, which would bring us. Actually, we've got about 130 already. I don't want to go too heavy on the numbers, so we do have to pay for it all. So this flanking threat to Evansville has done well in separating these Union forces, if nothing else. What? Hang on. You're classing this as a siege. Can I just assault? Yeah. Yeah, I want to assault. Alright. I wonder if this map will be any different. I don't think they are. But we shall see. Okay, so we do outnumber them about 3 to 2. Looks like it's a contested map, although we are starting in the south and the Union are starting up here, so they're going to come in this way and take the positions. I think these roads are pretty terrible. So we could either try and set ourselves up probably here to push in against the Dixierville Crossroads and onwards, or we're going to come in via Perryville, and we've got the kind of the river crossings. We probably want to try and get across the river. Wrong one. Longstreet as a whole. It's going to be a bit of a mess, but this should be fine, so we don't have too far to go, and then we'll try and get ourselves set up in a line between the two bottoms. Double line, please. Ah, that's why. Yeah, you're a bit of a mess. Just go double line. Oh. Or ignore me, that's also fine. And from here we should hopefully try and identify and then assault the federal positions. Well, nothing has gone blue yet. Oh, that's some congestion. And we don't want to fight immediately because our cohesion's all messed up. Everyone's bumping into each other and mixing units. It should resolve itself pretty quickly. Still nothing's gone blue. Maybe I can come in on the Dixierville Crossroads. No, I don't want. I'd like you to change formation. I don't like this somewhat nonsense that you've got going on. All stopped. Oh, because those orders took. Okay. Right. Disengage yourselves, move out, and then we'll get in a double line and advance in on the crossroads. And wonder to ourselves where the Federals have got to. So now if we don't do anything else, we should hopefully see them change as the couriers come out. Proof of where you're setting up your double line, but fine. I will advance in small bounds. Right, I'm sure this is not exhilarating to watch, so why don't I put some cuts in? I'm going to continue this debatable manoeuvre until we either get ourselves ensconced upon positions or we find ourselves some Federals. Okay, we have found ourselves some Federals. Let's not go 20 speed, please. And do you know what, let's actually pull back. So we are going to have ourselves the Battle of the Open Knob. I'm just going to get you to retreat. No, I should take up this and try and get his that fence line position. We've got some forces coming in around Open Knob itself, and then we've got our artillery going to set up just in this Leave River, should be fine for Union flanks, and then we've got our kind of extra numbers, if you will, or we're pushing round cross country again to threaten the Federal flank. Where are you going? What are you doing? What nonsense is this? Stop it. Absolutely stop it. You're 100% you're gonna break. Okay, you survived. That was a miracle. Right, you guys fall back to there, and can you please fall back as well? Oof. Okay. Bit of an opening disaster. Oh, and we're gonna have kind of a battle on the flanks as well. This should be interesting. We've definitely given the Federals some early advantage with our really interesting choice of position. Man, this AI is very confused. Fortunately, not the Federal AI. They're doing wondrous things against me. And I'm no doubt losing casualties heavily because they have a lot more guns. Okay, it's not too bad, that's good. And I've got plenty forces coming, but again, we want them to be here. Right, you are starting to pull back properly, yes? Come on, LZ. No, just breaking and running. Yep, so this debacle has cost me a division. And a brigade of horses. Okay. It's probably going to cost me 2 by the time these guys are done. Frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Right, do you know what, Ransom? Let's pull back your whole division. I've somewhat lost faith in your ability. Let's have our reserves just hold this position, and we'll see if they want to really push all the way through towards the crossroads themselves. You gentlemen moving? You are. You moving? Ish. Just come back here, please. So we've got 2 whole brigades wiped off the battle for no particular reason. Casualties are not horrendous, we can certainly manage those. I'm not sure I can deal with the loss of 4,000 muskets. Right, however, this episode has gone on about 40 minutes long, so we're going to draw a pause here. I'm going to sort out my battle lines a bit better, and then we'll engage properly going forward. Longstreet, maybe you want to advance yourself a little bit? Yeah, I feel like we've made some strides in terms of a better handle on our economy, and we should get that a bit more rocky and rolling going forward. I'm somewhat frustrated in Kentucky, but I think we'll get it back. And then, yeah, we'll need to hopefully have enough force to go and liberate Missouri, but we shall see. Anyway, thanks for watching, Northern. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheerio for now.